Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, art, and things in my real life. And today is one of those things in my real life. If you clicked on this video, then you probably saw the title. This is what I'm into for January 2023. So stay tuned. Alright, you're probably wondering, what is this video all about? What do you mean, what you're into? Let me just rearrange things here. I'm trying to get myself organized. Okay, this is going to be a monthly series that I basically come in and say what's piqued my interest over the last month and share it with you. And hopefully we can share things with each other and you'll find something that you have never heard of or tried or watched, and you can share your suggestions with me as well. I will be covering things like what I watched on YouTube, genres, not specific channels unless somebody really stands out to me, what I watched on Netflix or Hulu or any of those things, what books I've read, what any favorite teas or foods that I've found and went wow, or recipes I tried and really wowed me. Things like that. That's what this video is going to cover. So since this is and then general, also, I was looking at my notes, in general, what I've been up to and what I'm up to currently. So yeah, anything else going on in my life that is of interest. So if you're excited about that and you want to see it, then hit the subscribe button and like this video. So this is, since it's the first one, it's going to cover kind of from December into January because it's a little bit wishy-washy in my brain sometimes on what was when. So we're going to start with first what I've been watching. A lot of YouTube. I have to admit, I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of other panners and makeup videos. I also watch some people who do nail swatches and things because I like my nail polish, although I don't have any on right now. I'm in between. I'm in my 24-hour breathing period. But over the last couple months, other genres of YouTube video content creators that I have discovered and I'm currently watching. No, I don't think I have lipstick on my teeth. I got back into watching people do bullet journaling because I enjoy bullet journaling and I want to get some inspiration because I feel like I'm kind of that end of the year rut and I'm like lost and don't know where to go. And then that led me into people who do just regular planner content and planning content and using sticker planners, and I was like, ooh, stickers. I like this idea. It's creative and expressive without having to do all the hard work of decorating it myself. So I got into that and I'm watching a few people do that. And then that led me, well, I also am watching people doing budgeting videos or cash stuffing videos because in December I finished a book which I will be talking about, and I got interested in budgeting because being self-employed and having a variable income, I realized that there are some months where I have lots of money and lots of bookings and don't have to worry about my income, and then there are months where I'm going, please, somebody hire me. I am desperate. I need money. I need to pay my bills. So I figure I should probably start budgeting a bit better so that when I have those good months, I will have money to carry over into those not so good months. And that brought me into the budgeting and cash stuffing community. So outside of YouTube, I have watched a few things on streaming services. I have Netflix that I share with my daughter and Disney Plus. So those are the two that I have access to full time, and then other services I don't have. But what I did watch, so I finished She-Hulk on Disney Plus, and it's something my daughter had got me to watch, and I only had the last episode to watch, and I finished that. And then I also on Disney Plus watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Really enjoyed that. That was quite lovely, and I got in the mood to watch more Guardians of the Galaxy, but I didn't. And then while I was sitting, I watched 3 movies that I can recall. At least I know that I watched in January. And those were during my last sit, and I don't remember what service they are on. I think they were all on Netflix. They could have been on something else. One I know is definitely on Netflix. The other two I'm not sure about. So, first movie I remember watching is Bullet Train, and this is a funny, high-speed, jinxy, not high-speed, kind of interconnected comedic hitman movie. I enjoyed it. It was good. It starred Brad Pitt and a bunch of other people. And then I watched Enola Holmes 2 on Netflix. I had watched the first one and really enjoyed it. And when I saw there was a second one, I watched that, and it was quite nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it was quite as good as the first one, but it had a different spin on it, and I enjoyed watching that as well. I don't think there's anything I watch. Very rarely do I watch things I don't enjoy. And then the third movie I watched was Glass Onion, and I have watched Knives Out, and I really enjoyed that, and that one kept me guessing. In Glass Onion, I kind of saw some of the things I kind of saw some of the things and went, okay, I know it's going. So it was a really good movie, but some of the plot was a little bit thin. And yeah, that's what I watched during January. So let's talk now about books, because I like to read too. Hopefully you're enjoying this. In December, I finished 2 books, and I will try and put the pictures of the covers up here because I don't have them with me. Well, one of them I do, but it's in a donation bag, and I don't feel like getting it out. And the other one was a library book. So the first book I finished in December, actually, or early January. No, it was in December, I believe. Either one. I can't remember. It was called My Money, My Way. And it was by Kimiko Love. And that was got me when I was interested in budgeting, and that really put budgeting in an easy to understand format and an easy to apply way. So I really enjoyed that. If you are new into budgeting and want to get a handle on your finances, I definitely recommend that book. And then the next book I read was a collection of short stories I talked about in one of my vlogs back in December, and it was The Dark Dark by Samantha Hunt. The writing style is quite beautiful and very descriptive. The story and plot lines of some of the short stories were a little bit lacking, and I would like to see them developed more. I believe she, according to the book jacket anyway, she has written full-length novels, and I would be interested in reading those. And so those are books I've finished. Currently, I am reading one book, and it is in my lap right now. It is Ecotopia by Ernest Callenbach. This was published in the 70s, 1975, so it's almost as old as I am. And it is about a New York reporter who goes to Ecotopia. Where is Ecotopia, you may ask? Ecotopia was founded when, I'm reading this off the back of the book, Northern California, Oregon, and Washington ceded from the United States to become their own stable state ecosystem, eco-friendly nation, and cut off all ties with the United States altogether, and had been that way, I think, for 20 years? Yes, 20 years. And so now they have had no contact with the United States, and finally they've let this New York reporter come in, and it's through his eyes as he's exploring. Part of it is his articles that he's writing for the New York Times, and how the public face of what he's learning about this country of Ecotopia and the way they live. And then part of it's like his diary journals about the behind the scenes life. And I am enjoying it quite a lot. It is surprising to think about, to hear how he's comparing what he knows as life back in 70s United States to this Ecotopia, and how that compares to what we're like now. And Ecotopia has gone environmental to the extreme beyond things that we think of now. They've outlawed cars altogether. And just, yeah, it's interesting from an somebody who's interested in environmental impacts and being ecologically conscious. I really enjoy this book, and if that sounds like something you might be interested into, I do recommend it. I am on page 157 out of, I think, 181, so I'm almost done with the book. Yeah, 181. And I'm curious to see if there's any information in here on where he got some of his ideas about these ecological processes. But yeah, it's definitely something I could recommend. If you have any books you think I would enjoy, please leave them in the comments. Let me know. I enjoy a wide variety of genres, mainly fantasy and fiction, sci-fi, but I also like ones that are like dystopian futures or you know, things. Anyway, anything you think that might be interesting. If you have your favorite book you're currently reading right now, let me know what it is. All right, we've covered most of the topics. So there's 2 topics left. Food. This is where I'd like to tell you what cool food that I found, or trick or hack or snack or recipe that has really caught my eye and made me go, I want more. Unfortunately, there isn't anything right now. Sometimes there is. The few things I found in December and January is putting a maple syrup in your coffee as a sweetener. I enjoy it very much. I've been doing it when I have maple syrup. And it's a nice flavor. And I never thought of putting maple syrup in coffee until I actually saw somebody else mention it. And you just put a little bit, and it's a nice sweetness, and it adds a little richness of flavor. So I really enjoy that. And then I'm going to take a sip right now from my cup here and talk about the next thing, because the next thing is in this cup is iced tea. All right. And the other thing that I just recently discovered, which is delicious, is my iced tea beverage of the month currently. And it is this one right here. I have it in the baggie. But it is from World Spice Market. Market Spice. It's peaches and coconut iced tea. This is Spice. Market Spice is a Seattle owned and operated tea company. They have a shop at the Pike Place Market. And I believe, I'm not sure, I know it is available on the website, but I don't know if they ship throughout the country or if it's just for pickup in their stores. But it is a really delicious iced tea. I made some the other day for the first time. I bought this bag probably last summer, maybe the summer before. And it's been sitting in my cupboard waiting to be used. And finally I'm like, I'm going to make myself some iced tea. And I did, and it's delicious. There's no sweetener added to it. And it just has a nice natural sweetness to it. And don't really taste the peach very much. I think that's where the natural sweetness comes in. But then there's that, just a hint of a coconutty flavor. And I really enjoy it. So if you are a tea connoisseur and like iced tea and you can get it, I will try and have a link to their website, to the product, in the description box. You can click on that and check it out and see if they can ship it to you. I don't know. I'm local, so when I go onto the website, it just says pick up in store. So I'm not sure what their policy is on shipping, if they do, or if you can buy it in if they have retailers throughout the country. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry to tell you about things you can't get, but maybe you can find something similar in your area, or it is available elsewhere. And then lastly, these are things that are just in the what I'm up to these days, and things that are piquing my personal interest. So in case you don't know, I do own an Etsy shop called Dragon's Art Den, where I sell friendship bracelets, and I have a print-on-demand provider that I design t-shirts and notebooks and mugs and sweatshirts and all those things for. Let's see. And also I have a few select original pieces of art watercolor art that are up for sale. And I just got my scanner hooked up, so I'm scanning some of my art, and it will be available in the near future for either prints, mostly prints, or framed wall hangings. I have one up right now that's for framed wall hangings. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything, let me know. The link for my shop is always in the description box at Dragon's Art Den, and if you check it out, you know, that would be much appreciated. It would help me. And I've recently created some things that are Valentine related, I think. But yeah, and I think that's about it. Oh, and I am streaming on Twitch twice a week these days. I am doing gaming content on Mondays, and I am doing art content on Fridays. So I will leave the link to my Twitch channel in the description box as well, and if you want to come by and say hello, I would appreciate that as well. And I think that's everything for what I'm into this month. So if you have anything fun and exciting you'd like to share with me, or anything you think I should check out, a favorite snack, a favorite beverage, I already talked about books. If there's a favorite TV series that's available on Disney or Netflix, or a movie that you watched recently that you'd like to share with me and anybody else in the comments, please. This is a place and a time to share all your favorites and what's going on in your life. And some months I will have things besides art and planning and things, and some months I may talk about crafts I'm up to working on, or I may share actual pieces of artwork that I've created. And yeah, so until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves and stay true to you, because you're the only you got. And until my next video, I already said that part. So see you later. Bye.